we are going to see about linked storage representation of binary tree. So suppose this is a tree where A is the root node, B and C are its left child and right child, D is the left child of B while E is the right child of C. So to draw its linked storage representation, we need DLL. DLL means doubly linked list. So each node of the DLL has three parts. The first part is called as L pointer, third part is called as R pointer, and the middle part is called as info. Here L pointer stores address of the left subtree, RPTR stores address of the right subtree or address of the right child. In this way, we can use DLL to represent this tree, binary tree. So, this is your head node and L pointer of the head node initially stores address of the root node, that is node A. Now the left child of A is node B. So store address of node B into L pointer of A and store address of right child. Which one is the right child? Node C. So store address of C in R pointer of A. Now L pointer of B, that is, which one is the left child of B? That is node D. So store address of node D in L pointer of B. Now see here, the node D has no left child and no right child. So mark it as null. Again B has no right child, so mark it as null. C has only right child, so store or connect node E in R pointer of C and mark them as null. Again node C has no left child, so mark it as null. So for this binary tree, its linked storage representation is as shown in this figure. Thank you. See sequential storage representation of the binary tree. So for sequential storage representation, we are going to use array. So for this binary tree, we can represent it using array like this. So as you know, array index always starts from 0. So store the root node at location or at index 0. Then after that store its means root node's left child and right child. So the left child of root node is B and its right child is C. So 1 and 2. Next, just process all these three from left to right. Now A is completed, storage of A is completed, B has been done, C is okay. Now there is number of D. D and then E. 3, 4. So D and E are the left and right child of B. Now there is left child of B and then right child of C. So now you can see that C has no left child and C has no right child. So left it as blank. 5 and 6. So A, its left child is B and C. After B, there is node D, node E. C has no left child as well as no right child. Then there is turn of node D. Again D has no left child as well as it has no right child. Node E has no left child, and there is turn of right child of node E. In this way, the sequence is A, B, C, D, E, blank, blank, again D, blank, blank, E, left child, blank. For this, you have to complete all the levels of the tree. Means this is level 0, level 1, level 2 and level 3. So again C has left child, right child, its two childs, and right child, two childs. So total there are 4 blanks after node F. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blank, blank, blank. In this way, this is the sequential storage representation of given tree. We can observe that the indexes are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. For each node which is present at location or index I, its left child is found at 2i plus 1 and its right child can be found at 2i plus 2. Let's see. For example, if the node is present at suppose I is equal to 2, then its left child is at 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5, and 2 into 2 plus 2, that is 6. So let's check. I is equal to 2 means node C, and its left child at location 5 and 6. So here it is blank, means it is correct. Let's check for node E. Suppose node E, index of the node E is 4. So if I is equal to 4, its right child must be at 2 into 4 plus 2, that is 12. Is it correct? So F should be at 12. Oh, sorry, I am wrong. 4 into 2, 8 plus 2, 10. So it is correct. We will see about sequential storage representation of the binary tree. In sequential storage representation, we are going to use array. So for this tree, we will see how to represent this tree using array. So consider this is an array. As we know, array index always starts from 0. So the root node is P. Store the root node at index P. Sequentially store its left child and right child. So left child of P is Q and the right child of P is R. So their indexes are index is 1 here and 2. Now the left child of Q is S and it has no right child. So left child of Q sequentially it can be S. It is S and the right child is blank. Again R has no left child, so blank, and right child is T. In this way we can store this tree in array. See here the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So for each node, if this is a node and if it is present at location or index I, its left child is at index 2i plus 1 and its right child is at index 2i plus 2. Let's verify this formula. If the node, suppose there is a node R, its index I, R has index 2. See here, R is present at index 2. So the left child of R, it is at 2i plus 1, that is 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5, and its right child is at 2i plus 2, that is 2 into 2 plus 2, that is 6. So left child of R must be present at location 5, correct, because R has no left child, and right child of I, that is T, it must be present at index 6. So it is correct and verified. In this way we can draw the sequential storage representation of the binary tree. But we can observe one disadvantage, that if the childs are not present, then unnecessarily that memory is wasted. See here, Q has no right child and R has no left child. Till we can reserve the space for this node. So if the tree is left skewed, see here, or the tree is right skewed, in that case unnecessary most of the space is reserved for the nodes which are not present in the tree. That is one of the disadvantage of sequential storage representation of binary tree. Thank you.